Welcome to the Treasury Update Podcast, Coffee Break Sessions, presented by Strategic Treasurer. The show where we cover foundational topics and core Treasury issues in about the same amount of time it takes you to drink your cup of coffee. I'll be your host, Jonathan, Media Production Specialist here at Strategic Treasurer, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We are back with another episode of the Coffee Break Session. Today, we're going to talk about pricing optimization. Christin, what is pricing optimization?
Pricing optimization is the process of determining the ideal price for a product or service to maximize profits while remaining competitive. Using data and analytics to strike the perfect balance between value and demand. And we may remember from high school or college, we did economic charts, supply, demand. We're finding those intersections. So we're basically talking about that on a large scale with many more inputs than we would have been doing, examples in class.
Okay. And what does pricing optimization aim to achieve?
Goal is to maximize revenue and profitability while ensuring customer satisfaction. This could involve setting dynamic prices based on demand, time of year, or customer behavior. We've seen this big time in the ticketing industry, where a venue will release a batch of tickets. Those will be priced dynamically. So you may get a lower price if you're shopping at midnight and no one else is. But if you're going on right when the tickets are released, their prices are going to go up and down. I believe they've done this with Taylor Swift's concerts. And then you also see dynamic prices in the event industry kind of automatically built into the resale market, right? So this is something where it's probably always been there. You get these bots buying large swatches of tickets and then they're going to post them for resale. But if they're not selling right, they're going to drop the price. If they're selling fast, they're going to increase that price pretty quickly. So now we're just seeing the actual artists and venues getting ahead of the curve and just setting them out that way up front.
Yeah, you see it with airlines too, but that's not really for resale. That's
just fluctuates. I'm trying to think. So airlines are using dynamic pricing. Event industry would use dynamic pricing. I haven't seen it on like retail things, but also auction sites it's not a dynamic pricing model as far as like machine learning or algorithms in the background, but like an eBay is going to have that live pricing built in to capture the true market worth of something.
That's true. Yeah. And I will say, it'll suggested starting bid or that type of thing.
Yeah.
Uses that data, I guess. How does pricing optimization impact a business's profits?
It helps accurately align prices with market demand and customer willingness to pay. Using pricing optimization can allow a business to increase sales volume, reduce markdowns, and boost profit margins. So knowing basically market timing, when to time the market, when there is the most demand and the most willingness of consumers to pay for the product so that you're getting top dollar essentially at that time.
So what factors are considered in pricing optimization? Factors
include production costs, market demand, your competitors' pricing, customer demographics, and seasonality. There's also external factors like economic conditions or regulatory changes that are considered by the algorithms and analysts that are helping to set the prices.
Kind of sounds like stock price, but for physical goods or tickets or that kind of thing. Okay. And how does data and analytics play a role in pricing optimization?
So data and analytics are going to drive pricing optimization. These are also algorithms that rely heavily on machine learning, AI with human inputs, monitoring them or tweaking them over time. We want an automated process that's going to run in the background. And this allows for a little miniature version of a free market to be created. And I think event venues are the easiest example to use because everybody has probably bought tickets to an event and recently had this happen to them where you're seeing the prices go up. And so that's just like a little miniature market acting, a little miniature capitalistic market in microcosm right there. So the more people want, the price goes up. If the demand isn't there, then the price stays flat at, whatever fee they set it at. So that's just a great example of pricing optimization and something that we can all see and touch, I think.
Interesting. Can you go into tools and techniques that are used?
The techniques include regression analysis, demand forecasting, and elasticity modeling. Tools like Excel, programming languages such as Python, and specialized software, for example, Pros, are commonly used to implement and refine pricing strategies.
Well, thank you. And to our listeners, remember to tune back every first and third Thursday of the month for another episode of the Coffee Break Sessions.
This podcast is provided for informational purposes only, and statements made by Strategic Treasurer LLC on this podcast are not intended as legal, business, consulting, or tax advice. For more information, visit and bookmark strategictreasurer.com.